Hey everybody! Well, today we're going to take a look at this interesting little magnetic device. It's called Flux, and it's got these two cylindrical metal aluminum tubes, and then it's got this really strong magnetic ball, and it has these really cool properties. So it comes in this nice box here. Here's the back. Let me zoom in on that so we can see what all that says. So here it says Flux Skill Set. Flux is a physics-based skill toy that utilizes a rarely known law of magnetodynamics to show off an amazing gravity-defying effect. Drop the ball in the tube and it will descend slowly instead of falling through. You can use this effect to perform striking new tricks that would be impossible otherwise. The skill set contains 2 aluminum cups and even more tricks and fun. Okay, so it does. It has kind of a cool gravity-defying thing. I don't know if it does this, but when it goes through the tubes, it goes really slow. All right, well, let's open this up and see what it looks like. All right, so let's take a look here now. It's got this little flap, and it's got a little more stuff in here, and it just... See, I'm not sure what all this has in it. Master the rarely known rule of physics and exploit its anti-gravity-like effect to perform tricks never seen before. Keep the ball in the air without any physical control. All right, so, I don't know. We'll have to take a look at this. All right, so it comes in this relatively simple box. And let's see, I'm not exactly sure. Oh, okay, looks like it slides out. This is just a sleeve that's on here. So it's just kind of a thin paper outside here. Okay, let me see if I can get this off of here. All right, and let's see. Oh, okay, it opens this way. Got this totally backwards here. I'm not sure if I have this upside down or right side up. Oh, okay, wow, there it is. Oh, that's cool. Warning, very strong magnet. Read your user manual first. You can find it under this lid. Wow, look at that. So this is a, let me see this. Oh, wow, that is strong. So you got this really nice ball right here. And some plastic on here. But this thing, I mean, that sticks right on there. So you'll have to see what's going on with that. And then we got these really nice, these are really cool. These are nice metal tubes right here. Now you can choose which color you want of this outside right here. It's kind of like a soft, well, it's just kind of a rubbery feeling kind of thing. So I chose the kind of gray charcoal type of thing. This particular one, you get 2 of these. I think you can order with just 1 if you want, but I think it's funner if you get 2. And you can see this one's got kind of a cone shape on top, while that one is more like a concave kind of thing. So yeah, I can probably stack them like this to store them, I guess, maybe. All right, so let me get the instructions out. I want to see what all it says in there. Okay, so once you get it out of the box, the thing that was making it stick to the box was this little washer right there on the back. And that's really all there is to the packaging. And then you also get this really nice, they kind of give you this nice little burlap bag to put all your stuff in. So it's pretty cool, so you don't lose anything. So I think that's really nice. And then you also have the instructions, and there's a ton of warnings on this thing. And that is because this magnet that's in this ball is super, super strong. You do not want to get this near electronic devices, pacemakers, watches, compasses, anything, your phone, stuff like that. Any electronics, keep this thing away from it because this is a super strong magnet. It's a neodymium magnet. And also, I guess these magnets tend to be fragile. So if you drop this, it could shatter. So if you play around with this thing, there's a good chance you might drop it. So play with it over a carpet or a soft, thing where if you drop it, it'll be cushioned. Let's see, it's just telling you to keep it away from all the stuff that I mentioned on here. And then it's got this really interesting scientific explanation of how all of this works. All right, so I want to show you what this does because it's really cool. So of course we have the hollow tube right here. Now because of the properties that this has, and I'll get the instructions so we can get the scientific reason of why this works. But when you drop this in, see how long it takes for it to get through the tube? It is such a weird thing. And you can almost kind of feel the weight of the ball added to the tube, even though it's not actually touching it. Now, if you add 2 of these together, and this is why this is a little funner if you get the one that has the 2 tubes, because it takes even longer to get through here. So you can drop it in. See how long it takes to get out of there? It is so weird. It's such a weird looking thing, or weird feeling, and it's weird the way it works. So let me give you a top view of it so you can see what it's doing on the inside. All right, so looking from the top now, we'll grab the ball here, and I'll show you what this does. So let me try to catch it in time. So I'll drop it in here. See how slow that goes? You can see how it's just doing that really cool effect right there. It's so bizarre. And see how it's not really touching it's not even touching the sides. It's so wild. Okay, now let me get this other one. So now we got the two, and you'll be able to see how long it takes to go through here. See how long, look at that. That is so weird, isn't that? It almost feels like it's going through water or like a clear syrup or something because of how, that is the weirdest thing. Oh man, I love it. I mean, you could play with this thing for hours. It is so wild. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Now they were showing that, it was floating and stuff. It doesn't do that because there's no magnetic field out here or here. So I don't know why they were showing that on the pictures. It's mainly just this really cool effect. Oh, that is so bizarre. I cannot get over how cool that is. I've been wanting one of these for a long time, and they used to be really expensive, but they've come down in price now. I'll talk about the price in a minute, but this is so weird. I can't stop playing with it. That is awesome. Okay, let me bring out the instructions so we can talk about the scientific reason of why this works. All right, so here we can read it says here, field flux gets even more exciting if you know what happens under the hood. It has nothing to do with the well-known attracting or repelling magnetic force. The underlying principles are based on an effect called Lenz's law. Here's what happens when you drop the ball in the tube. The movement of the falling ball creates a changing magnetic field inside the metal wall of the tube. According to Faraday's law of induction, the changing magnetic field induces a voltage inside the wall of the tube called electromotive force. That's interesting. Because the tube is made of well-conducting metals, this voltage creates I think that's supposed to be electric currents that flow around and round. These are called eddy currents. According to the laws of excitation, the flowing eddy currents generate a second magnetic field that can affect the magnetic field of the ball. Lenz's law states that this additional magnetic field is always directed to oppose the motion that has generated it, the movement of the ball. The faster the motion, the stronger the slowing force gets. When the ball stands still, you feel no attraction at all. This dynamic behavior makes field flux so satisfying to play with. Wow, that's pretty wild. Okay, I would have never known about any of that stuff. Very, very cool. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in here that I don't understand, but that I just think is really cool. That's all I can say is that it's really neat. So apparently there's a current or something being made inside here because it is in a tube that's making it go slow. I mean, that is so weird. Sometimes it feels like it goes slower than others. I'm not really sure what it is, but oh man, that is so bizarre. It's a very satisfying thing when you do it. I don't know. I can't explain it. It is so weird. Yeah, I love it. Oh my gosh. That's just another awesome fidgety thing. A fidget toy? I don't know what you call it. There's another fun thing you can do with this where you can catch them in each cup. So you drop it in there like that. It's a little trickier and you'll probably have more of a chance of dropping it. So like I said, do it over a soft surface. But that's really pretty wild. Try to catch it in there. So yeah, that's pretty fun as well. So there we go, the magnetic fidget thingy called Field Flux. This is really cool. I really love this thing. So I went directly to the website of Field Flux and just bought it there. It was $85. These used to be over $100. I think I looked at these a couple years ago and I think it was like $130 or something. It was really expensive. So they've come down quite a bit. You can buy the one, like I said, you can buy just the one tube, and I think it's, I can't remember the price. It's like $50 or something, or 40 something. But it is much more fun if you get the ones that's got the two. That way you can do the back and forth thing with your hands, or you can have them go longer down the tube because you got a longer tube right here. So I would recommend getting the 2-pack here. It's just a lot more stuff you can do with it. But yeah, it's really cool. It's a fun little scientific thing. As far as little kids, I don't know if this is really for little kids because of the ball is so strong with magnet. You know, this thing is a super, super strong magnet. I mean, I don't know, I guess it's a learning thing for kids, and they can probably play around with it. But once again, you know, keep it away from electronics and pacemakers and just about anything else that would be affected by a magnet that strong, especially like your phone and stuff. I'm trying to keep my phone far enough away from this. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And they used to sell them on Amazon, but I don't see them on Amazon anymore. Maybe the magnet is something that they don't want to sell or something, but I couldn't find it on there. So I just went directly to the Flux website. So just Google Flux and you'll see it. This came from, let's see, Hungary. Came all the way from Budapest, Hungary. And I thought that was kind of cool. It took about 2 weeks to get here, which isn't bad considering how far that it came from. But anyway, yeah, about 85 bucks if you want one of these. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe if you'd like. I'd really appreciate that. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video, and have a good one.